On the southwest coast of Bali lies a small town, often overlooked by the millions of tourists who flock to the island each year. A place where you can stumble upon empty beaches and watch the sunrise with nobody else around. Where local dishes and flavors are served up for less than $2 a plate. At the heart of it all is a wave, but not just any wave. When it's firing, it offers the longest ride in all of Bali. Though well known and discovered long ago, this magical spot has somehow remained untouched by time. But it's not for everyone. You won't find beach clubs, chain grocery stores, or much of a nightlife. But what the place lacks in modern conveniences is precisely what makes it so special. If your idea of fun is just relaxing, listening to the sounds of the jungle, then this place might be for you.
It's early, it's 4 a.m. and today I'm going to give you a tour of the town, the beaches, the overall vibe, and we'll check out some surf. First, we need to go to the market. I have stopped eating out every meal, which is had to be done. Too much rice for the past couple of months. Yeah, I've kind of figured out how to shop here. I'm making some incredible salads. Unfortunately, to get protein, you have to get up early in this town. There's no grocery stores to go grab a chicken, to go grab beef or anything like that. You have to go to the market. And at 4 a.m., it's already been open 2 or 3 hours, so a lot of the stuff has probably been picked over. But I want to make a shrimp fettuccine tonight. So let's head on out and go get some shrimp. We're at the market and it is crowded. There's a ton of cars and scooters and ow! And watch your step, jeez. Let's head on in, see if we can't get our shrimp. Now, a fun fact about Indonesia that I didn't know, it was actually discovered by Australia. It's also, I believe, in Australian territory. And if you don't believe me, just go read any of my comments. Any comments on any of my videos from here in Indonesia. Apparently, a few Aussies very upset that I'm here making videos in their little paradise. There are literally billions of dollars spent each year by resorts, by massive real estate development, surf camps, surf tours, surf schools. Yet, somehow people think that me, 55-year-old me with my little action camera, has the power to, I don't know, impact the tourism industry in Indonesia. But I don't know, maybe it's because I portray it in such a glamorous fashion. Now, to be fair, the overwhelming comments on my videos have been very positive from Aussies and everyone alike.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Especially the locals. Oh my God, not one negative comment. It's always welcome to my country, enjoy my beautiful country. And they're even that friendly in the lineup. But you can see there's a awesome supply of vegetables. And I discovered a little international, good morning, Pagi. I discovered a little international market that's about 20 minutes out of town. Now I'm able to get good cheeses there, feta, some apple cider vinegar, olive oil, granola, Greek yogurt, a lot of interesting things. Good morning, Salamat Pagi. We have a lot of fish. Cumi, you have cumi? Oh, no cumi. No cumi. So I wanted to make tempeh, no tempeh for me. I need shrimp. And here we have the shrimp leg. Selamat pagi.
Selamat pagi, Om.
1 kilogram.
Kilogram.
1 kilogram.
74. 74. Bahasa Inggris bisa orang 7.
But like I was saying, if you don't get here early, as you can see, there's not a lot of shrimp left. There's no chumi, which is squid. And the chicken, you can get chicken any time of day, but no, if you buy it at 10, it's been sitting out 7, 8 hours on the counter. So even when I buy chicken, I come early. Not this early though. I'm also really enjoying cooking my own food. It's not that the Indonesian food is amazing and cheap, and it really doesn't save me money to cook, because I'm buying feta cheeses and international stuff to add to what I can find here locally. But it's a much healthier diet for me. It's more enjoyable. I can cook a more versatile selection of dishes, so it's nice, and you gotta fill the day with something. And to you younger people watching, dreaming of and working towards a lifestyle like this someday, learn to cook. Learn to cook.
Om, bikin YouTube ya? Bikin YouTube.
YouTube?
Ya.
Yeah.
Biar masuk di YouTube saya, Om.
So the way I learned to cook is by following recipes. And over the years, you just develop a sense of what works, what doesn't work. So then you come to a place like this and you're not gonna find all the ingredients for a recipe. But your years of experience will help you put something together. 70? Yeah, this seems like Bali price. Alright, actually I must have got a half kilogram last time. But still. Okay.
Thank you, Om.
Terima kasih. So, 1 kilogram of shrimp, we're at about $4.50. Ciao. So let's head on back. We'll get you a tour of the room, and then we'll start my daily routine, which actually begins with a trip to the beach. And the way the parking works here, as most places I've been to in Indonesia, you pull up, you'll usually have a parking guy direct you into a spot, you park, and you don't pay until you leave. And it's usually, I'm gonna give this guy 2,000 rupiah, which 60 cents, maybe? No, not even. Oh my gosh. So that would be, math early, about 12 cents for parking. So let's go find them. Let me get my 2,000 out in the light first. Kasih. Easy peasy. The sun is up. So let's go check out this room, and then we'll hit the beach. And this place is actually very remote. We're probably about 3 or 4 kilometers from the main town, and it's only $20 a night, so about $600 for the month. Check out this pool, and then here's our porch where a lot of the living takes place, and here's the room. Pretty basic, but we have a nice size refrigerator, little desk, workstation, bed, clothing storage, outdoor bathroom with plenty of hot water, nice high ceiling. It's absolutely an amazing view to just lay in bed and stare out this window. And it's been very quiet. We probably, as the weekend hits, we'll have guests, and then during the week, we usually have it to ourselves. The pool's almost always empty. Let's go check the kitchen out and head to the beach. Not much, but enough to work with. And I've never seen another guest use it, so we're able to pretty much do whatever we want in that kitchen. What's nice is the beach is within walking distance. Depending on the weather, if it's windy, the waves here usually have a kind of a morning sickness to them. So I'll go for a run on the beach. Literally miles and miles of empty beach to run on. Ow. And if the wind is good, I'll go for a surf. Now there are other hotel options. There's resort style places right on the point, right on the beach, but they're gonna cost you significantly more. And I actually like this remoteness. I like the peace and quiet. And at $600 a month, and then you throw in $5 a day for a scooter, it can't be beat. And then, like I said, food is very inexpensive here. There are nicer places with Western style menus, and maybe once every 2-3 days, I'll go pay $10 for a fish dinner or pork chops or whatever. But even doing that, I'm gonna end up spending less than $1,000 a month here. And if you want, you can get a place without a pool, a remote place. You can eat even more conservative than I eat. And this place is very doable for under $800 a month. And we're starting to see some of the beach. Now, the big thing that will set you back on budget is alcohol. And it's not expensive by Western standards, but if you want to double the price of that, $5 meal, have a couple beers, and it adds up quick. But I haven't been drinking since I've been here, so, and it looks like the swell has dropped significantly. Wow. All right, so this area right here, really nothing rideable, but when the swell's up, there's an outside, way outside. If you go this direction, there's miles and miles of beaches. And if you keep going, there's a break. Just kidding, just messing with the locals. This way is towards town. That's a bit of a hike, but it's usually how I get to the break in the morning, because along the way, there's a lot to check in between here and the main spot. And the whole idea that there's no empty waves in Bali is a complete myth. I don't know what this is supposed to symbolize, maybe military, but the fact that they're wearing green and their boat's up on the reef, it could mean bad luck. Apparently, do not wear green on the beach in Indonesia. In Hinduism, very, very, very bad luck. Like, I've seen some people very passionate about that. But if you check this out, during the high tide, all this exposed area is covered, and there's actually a really peely little left that comes in right here. Nothing too exciting, but fun. If you just want to get wet in the afternoon and you don't want any crowds, well, good morning, hello. And here we have some puppies. And also, if you're just learning to surf, if you're just learning to stand up, pop up, this whole area is safe. There's plenty of whitewater and swell to learn on, not today, but I've seen surf schools here, absolute beginner wave. For you advanced surfers, I've surfed that point, very crowded. If you know what you're doing, there's so many takeoff spots. It holds a crowd. It's a complete non-issue. You're gonna get plenty of wave. Pagi! Very good. Makasi. I'm sure a lot of you by now are starting to figure out I'm not actually a surf channel. I'm kind of a raw travel lifestyle. My goal here is
just to show people there's an alternative to retiring in the gated community on the golf course. I grew up very, very underprivileged in a redneck town in Florida. And for my Aussie mates, bogan, a very bogan town. And if you lined up every kid in that town and told everyone they had one to bet against, I would have won. And here I am today. I'm just traveling the world. In 3 weeks, I'm going to Timor. I didn't even know that was a real place when I was a kid. You never know what life's going to throw at you, what it's going to give you. You just got to stay positive and keep pushing forward. Never let that dream go. Now, to all of you that have expressed frustration on how Bali is developing, I understand. I remember when Surfer Magazine came out with that article on Chakama in the 90s, early 90s. I can't even remember what pro it was. And me and some buddies, we hopped on a plane, we got down there and surfed Chakama for a week straight with maybe 2 other people out. Today, I hear the town has electricity. I hear there's ATVs that bring you back to the point. It changed. That's what happens when you get older. Places change, things change. I also bought a place years ago, decades ago, in Bocas del Toro, Panama. And on a crowded day would be a half dozen surfers on one of the breaks. You go there today, there's 50 guys on every single break within a 2-mile radius of that town. Now, would I say today that those places are ruined? Would I say that Bali's ruined? Absolutely not. This place is incredible. It all comes down to perspective. And if you're going to focus on the past or dwell on a future you can't control, I don't know what to tell you, man. And to complain, I know if I complain, I'm just going to sound like a grumpy old man. I'm trying to just stay positive. What else can you do in this life? Anyway, a lot of you stumbled on my channel because you watch Bali surf videos. And like I said, I'm more of a lifestyle channel. I'm a guy who just travels the world, who happens to surf. So my content and your algorithm that you created has overlapped. And I understand if it feels frustrating to you that, everyone's coming here and making videos in Bali. And yeah, that's your algorithm. They're making videos everywhere. Oh, and look, we got a lot of trash. Zoinks. If you notice, I don't say the name any longer. I had one person make a comment. I had a lot of negative comments on it, even though the places I mentioned were very, very well known. Just like this one's very well known. A lot of negative comments, and it made me think. And then someone made the comment, why name it? It's about the journey, not the destination. Click. For you investors, all-time high Bitcoin. Also, last week I wrote covered calls, Palantir, Nvidia, Uber, and I sold puts on Rocket Labs. The put was assigned on Rocket Lab. The Palantir covered calls were called away, which is good. Nvidia, no, didn't make it. Uber didn't make it, so picked up a little extra premium and wrote them again. I'll tell you what, the volatility in Palantir right now, just actually selling puts on it, picking up great money for really pretty far out of the money. 5-8% out of the money. If it gets assigned, it gets assigned. I've already dropped a few shares with my covered calls last week, but picking up some very, very nice premium with that. Ow, 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 ow. And there it is. So definitely the worst looking day since I've been here. But trust me when I tell you, once this tide comes up, it's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna head back, grab my board and a scooter and get back over here. Go have a surf. And you can see, very chill vibe, even in the water. Absolute friendliest, most social lineup I've ever experienced. Well, that's not true. I get along with everybody. Surprise! So, yeah, I went back to the point and the wind died down a bit. The sun came out and, I mean, not what that spot is capable of, but just fun little corners and, you know, 1-2 turns, a lot of bouncing, but yeah, it's always good. I can think of a worse way to spend a Friday afternoon. And I got back and Dee was in the kitchen. She made caradoc and this chicken and pepper dish. And her cooking absolutely kills any restaurant I've eaten in here. Took a nap and now swim, get cleaned up, and time to make some shrimp fettuccine. I hope you enjoyed the video. There's going to be plenty more destinations to come as I wander the world. So if you're interested, please subscribe and enjoy this lovely meal. We'll see you on the next adventure. Ciao.